morning, YouTube. It's Tuesday. Shop's super busy again. My son's gonna be 18. My nephew's gonna be 20. I think he's gonna be 20. And my oldest nephew's 21. So when we were down in the shore the other day, he was up early, which was shocking to me, for one. And he was a little depressed. And what happened was, he's out drinking with his buddies. Well, he's been drinking, and sometimes drinking isn't for everybody, you know. Going out and getting hammered and wasted and can't remember and throwing up is a taste of what how alcoholics have started. No different than, you know, drug addicts, you know. So it's probably been, I guess, 3 years now that he's been, I guess, drinking. I don't know how much, but I'm going to say more than I would like to say that he's drinking. And when I was 20, I drank before I was 21, but I don't think I really overdid it. But when I was 21, the older guys I was friends with took me out to the bar, Sharky's, in Williamstown. And we drank everything, and we closed that place. Well, I was sick for 3 days in bed, probably with alcohol poison, but I was young enough to overcome it without going to the doctor and being rehydrated and IV fluids and everything else. Worst experience of my life. Now, I've been drunk on top of that, but never drunk for days. And then a few years ago, actually it was last year, I had ulcers that were bleeding, and I was drinking, and a multitude of things just kept, you know, tearing up the ulcers on top of stress, and almost killed me. So since then, I've dialed my drinking back to very minimal, and you know, I don't drink to pass out. Even if I'm out, I have 2 or 3 beers or 2 or 3 drinks, and that's it. The bartender asks me for another. Nope, no thank you. And that is just before you get to the first level of intoxication, because you know you have it in your body, and you know, if you, depending on who you are and how your body handles it, will dictate what kind of Jekyll or Hyde you're going to become. So my nephew's sitting there and saying, you know, every time I drink, I hurt people, I don't remember, all this stuff. I'm like, oh, dude, then that's a sign, like, drinking's not for you. I mean, if you have to feel this bad after drinking and have to worry about all this and be stressed out on who you hurt and all this stuff, you know, my advice to him is, you have a girlfriend. You don't really have to. You don't really owe her an explanation, but you still live with your parents, and you know, you're under your parents' wing at 21, and you know, you owe your parents an explanation. You're out drinking all night long, and you're MIA, and then you lock yourself in the room. What the hell was all that about? You lock yourself in the room. They don't know what's going on. I don't know, my windows sound so funny. That's probably getting ready to break a window regulator too. They had to, you know, open, because they didn't know if you were, you know, alcohol poisoned, someone roofied you or what. They had to, you know, take the door handles off and get in there and see what was going on. And then your girlfriend's mad because you didn't call her and all this. I was like, well, you're not married, you don't have kids. The only person you have to answer to is yourself and your mother and your father right now until you're on your own. And he's like, well, you know, if she was out doing that, I would expect her to get a phone call. Well, dude, then that's a calling sign. It's like, stop drinking, or, you know, minimize your drinking, or know when it's time to stop. I said, you know, I've hung out with alcoholics, and they drink and drink, and they can outdrink you and be perfectly fine. Some people can't do that. But you know, anybody else have any minors becoming of age, the drinking age, and having to deal with, I'm going to say, minor case of alcoholism? Just because your friends are all out and drinking, let's go drinking, let's do shots, let's do this. You don't have to do that. I go out all the time, and I stay sober. I don't drink, and for a lot of reasons today. My age, I'm trying to improve my health, my mental status, and alcohol doesn't do anything for your body, that's for sure. It depletes your body That's for sure. So let me know what you guys are doing with minors who are drinking, right, and then becoming adults by age 21, and now they're drinking in the bars and the clubs, and what are you saying to them? I'm saying, hey, maybe drinking's not for you, and if you're out drinking, don't let your buddies or your girlfriends or whoever influence you on, come on, let's drink. Just say, I'm having a great time just watching you guys drink.